that video makes me sick. Once again, a black man, Jacob Blake, has been shot by the police in broad daylight with the whole world watching. You know, I spoke to Jacob's mom and dad, sister, and other members of the family just a little bit earlier, and I told them justice must and will be done. You know, our hearts are with his family, especially his children. It's horrible what they saw, watching their father get shot. Like Gianna Floyd, they're asking why? Why daddy? Put yourself in the shoes of every black father and black mother in this country and ask, is this what we want America to be? Is this the country we should be? You know, as I said after George Floyd's murder, protesting brutality is a right and absolutely necessary. But burning down communities is not protest, it's needless violence. Violence that endangers lives, violence that guts businesses and shutters businesses that serve the community. That's wrong. In the midst of this pain, the wisest words that I've heard spoken so far have come from Julia Jackson, Jacob's mother. She looked at the damage done in her community and she said this, quote, "This doesn't reflect my son or my family. So let's unite and heal, do justice, end the violence, and end systemic racism in this country now."
That's what Joe Biden makes me think about. He doesn't mean anything. He doesn't do anything. What people forget is that he bragged about being the author of the '94 crime bill that put exorbitant amounts of minority people in jail, incarcerated them at a crazily disproportionate rate to the rest of society, and threw them in jail for like 20 years for like one little dime bag or something, and he bragged about it. And Kamala Harris is vice president. She threw 1,500 people in jail when she was the DA for smoking a little reefer. No, it's not right. If it wasn't legal, okay, fine. They get a ticket, a slap on the wrist. 1,500 people did jail time under Kamala. But now Joe Biden, diversity. We had a great show today, and I want to focus in on the one thing. Jon Banzhaf, public interest attorney and professor of law at George Washington University Law School, was talking about the toxic teachers on liberal campuses, our college campuses. It's like a hotbed for trying to, condition the minds of our kids to think that everything liberal is good. And they teach diversity on race, but they don't teach diversity on religion. I mentioned that my daughter left for college, and I was completely brokenhearted. I get emotional right now thinking about Ava not being just right here like she was every day on the show. But when she went to college last week, me and Tracy took her up there. We had a great time. It was so good. She was happy. It's a private Catholic university, Marist College, and the kids have some classes in person. And then I met her roommate, Maureen, who's just like her. They're so cool. They look like they were friends right away. Who knows? Maybe one of them snores or something like that. So they got to work out all the kinks. But I met the mom and the sister, and it was a good feeling. And then she told me she was loving it. It was cool. She had a little issue with tech. But then sure enough, today I get the text that someone left campus and may have COVID and came back, and that they locked down. Okay? And I think we're just going too crazy. Yeah, Ava and Maureen and everybody over at Marist, if you're watching, stay cool. Okay? The campus, the RA over there or whatever, they should send out to the store and send around a 6-pack of White Claws to all the dorm rooms or something so the kids can stay calm and cool. And then while they're quarantined in their room, if they want to open the door because there's no air conditioning, then they have to wear the mask. So it's like even crazier by the moment. But who knows? I'm sure the kids will get through it. Ava, I love you. I know she just told me she was watching, and we miss you. The whole staff is like really sad that you're not with us anymore. But Mike is with us, and he's starting to pick up the slack a little bit. We'll see if when lifeguarding ends, he can help you with the uploads. But we miss you. For all of you out there who tune in every day, I appreciate it. We still are trending on YouTube with about 95% of the people who watch our content are not subscribers to the YouTube channel. And I know a lot of people tell me, oh, if I miss it, then I go back and I watch it on Facebook, I watch it on YouTube. We went from, how many followers on YouTube did we get in the last month, Jess? Like 655? About 700. We went from 1,000 to 1,700 in like 3 weeks, like not even a month, okay? And we really, to break all the algorithms and get our message that we keep pounding and pounding and pounding, we need to break the algorithms by having more subscribers and then having more shares and likes and views and all that other stuff. So do me a solid if you could, if you're watching on Facebook, hit a like, a thumb up, a thumb down, whatever you want, any engagement. All engagements matter. And if you're a Facebook follower, watcher, but you go to YouTube to check something out or show your friend the clip and say, hey, take a look at this, Johnny Tabacco's crazy, subscribe to the page. And on our way out here, let's take a look at how this whole violence and rioting, let's see how it's starting to affect the left, and they're getting nervous. Take a look.
That what you said, what's happening in Kenosha is a Rorschach test for the entire country. And I think this is a blind spot for Democrats. I think Democrats are ignoring this problem or hoping that it will go away. And it's not going to go away. And so, unless someone comes up with a solution over the next 73 days or 70, so however many days.
68 days.
68 days. So it's not going to, the problem is not going to be fixed by then. But what they can do, and I think maybe Joe Biden may be afraid to do it. I'm not sure. Maybe he won't. Maybe he is. He's got to address it. He's got to come out and talk about it.
So that's what they're starting to realize. Oh, man, those suburban soccer moms, they're looking at this and they're saying Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are with them, looting, rioting, vandalizing, burning things down. And Donald Trump is over there with the law and order. Just got the endorsement of the New York City Patrolmen's Benevolent Association, the cops union that usually goes lefty. Okay, they usually go with the Dems. And you know what? I'm starting to think that there's a lot of independents, more independents in New York than in New York State, than Republicans and Democrats combined. I'm thinking about an independent movement in New York for people who support law and order and lower taxes. We may be able to get New York red. I may take that up as an issue.